Hey there, Bloomers and friends. Rev Kev coming to you from the Bloom office here in Palm Springs. Our buddy Russ is sitting behind the camera there, and we're glad to be bringing you Bloom Tube today. This is an important day. I'm speaking on Wednesday. It's an important day in the life of our country, and including our congregation, as for the third time in history, it's likely that for the third time in history, the President of the United States will be impeached. This is something that is brings very strong reactions and emotions among people in the country. I'm not here to talk about the whys or wherefores or pros. I am here to note that in the midst of all of this turmoil, we who are people calling ourselves Christians are people who are called to be the people that say, don't be afraid, and peace be with you. Those are the two most common things that Jesus would say to people. Don't be afraid, peace be with you. And if we can remember those two things in just so many aspects of our life, we can get through the turbulent times and get to the other side, to a time when it maybe doesn't feel so turbulent in what's going on in our particular environments. Here in our country, I can't predict what's going to happen in the future, but I can know that for me as an individual, I can try to maintain my own self to not get completely caught up in that. And so what I say to myself is what Jesus says to me: don't be afraid, and peace be with you. So let's make it a plan that in the future, whatever these situations as they resolve themselves, and whatever's going on in our own personal lives, we can say to one another and to ourselves, don't be afraid, and peace be with you. That's a sincere effort on our part to be the church in the world, as we are also being people among other people in the world. We're looking forward to being together for worship this Sunday. It's the fourth Sunday of Advent, the last Sunday before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It's the Love Sunday, and we're looking forward to a little bit of special music, as well as singing some wonderful carols and having the music from Mike Weldon and John Gallagher, and we look forward to that time together. We also know that, next, on the 24th, coming up, what is it? It's Tuesday. Thanks, Russ. Tuesday night, we have Christmas Eve service at Bloom and the DeMuth Center, and this year will be a completely new experience with members of Bloom Tones, our own choir, bringing the music under the direction of our music director, Ken Forney, and we will have soloists, a quartet, and as well as the choir singing, and of course we'll sing all our wonderful familiar carols, and we'll have our time with our candles and so forth, and setting the luminarias out. So that's something I can say. Starting at 5:30, people are gathering to get the luminarias, the little candles in a bag, out to be out on the sidewalk and around to make such a pretty setting on Christmas Eve, and we can use the help for people to come and help set them up and set out those bags. Appreciate that. We can also use help for the hospitality time afterwards, in that our tradition is that people who do Christmas baking and want to share some of that with the congregation that gathers will bring those items before the service, and we'll be able to sample those snacks and enjoy that bit of Christmas festivity. We hope that you'll plan to be with us on Christmas Eve. We are going to Facebook Live it as well, starting at 7 o'clock, and we will enjoy that time together. I think we'll Facebook Live the interior portion. I don't know if we'll get brave and go outside, but maybe we'll go on location, we'll see. But note that we'll go outside with our candles if the weather permits, and do our singing to the world, joy to the world, the Lord has come. The following Sunday is our Christmas Sunday at Bloom. It's also the Sunday after Christmas, so it's just after the story of the Holy Innocents, and the scripture text is the flight into Egypt. and what is going on there. It's Rachel and the flight into Egypt and so forth. And as a special treat, Rabbi David Lazar is going to be bringing our message on that day, and he has some really, excellent insights into, the whole Israel-Egypt connection and in the history and in our scriptures and so forth. And so we're looking forward to that, and we'll sing the carols and have a wonderful time together. I hope you can be with us, and note that we are a congregation that wants to give this message to the world. Don't be afraid. Peace be with you. Take care. We'll see you next time. And please, as always, keep us in your prayers.